latest and greatest movie reviews and interviews. This is your entertainment ticket. YEticket.com. Yeah.
Hey, this is Al McGee with YEticket.com. I'm here with Christina Lane, and she's the programmer for are you the programmer for the Perspectives program, the Black Perspectives program?
Yes, so I program the Black Perspectives program as well as the City and State and U.S. Independence.
Oh, okay. You know, that is a huge undertaking. It really is. Not only that, do you get to choose these films that's coming up at the film festival here at the Chicago Film Festival?
Yeah, after we deliberate as a team, we all decide, what film would be the best fit and what stories we want to tell. So I think I do get the final say for the Black Perspectives program.
Oh, well, I see also you have some international Black films too. For example, Danielle and Adama. Tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
that film.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of films from all over the African diaspora, and I believe that one is from Senegal and France and Mali. But yeah, that film is it's classified as a romantic film, but I think it has a really dark tone, and it's really beautifully told with the style of the cinematography. And that film has some really great performances as well. I think people will be surprised by the way the story takes a turn, and definitely I think they will be entertained. But yeah, that's a great film. I'm excited for people to come out to that.
Yeah, and another international film you have, and I've seen documentaries about this, and I've seen other stories about this called The Bride, and where this young lady, she's forced to get married. How did you come upon that film, and how did you choose that film?
Yeah, well, with that film, I think we were able to see that at different film festivals. Some people on my team, and they brought it to me, and I gave it a watch. And I just think it tells a really tender story, despite the brutality that this woman does experience, being kidnapped and forced into marriage. But I think at the core of the story, there's a really beautiful message about um, friendship and connections that we make with the people that we cross paths with.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And also, I think that's a very important film for people to watch because, again, and I feel that many Americans really don't understand what happens in other parts of the world and what happened to these young ladies in situations like that. That's why I think they should really see this film.
Yeah, and that film is coming from Rwanda, so I'm really excited to have that representation in the program.
Yeah, and also I see you have a film with one of my favorite actors, Jeffrey Wright, called American Fiction. Tell us a little bit about that and how did you choose that film?
Yeah, that film was a late addition to the festival. I'm pretty sure everyone's been hearing about this film and Jeffrey's amazing performance. And it's also the feature debut from Cord Jefferson. And yeah, I'm really excited to present this film and have people see it. I think it's a dark comedy, but again, I think it has a really important message about media and the way that we interact with it.
Yeah, exactly that. And I don't know a lot about that film, but I mean, all the films I've talked about, I would really love to see all of those films one day. I'm a film critic also, and also a member of the African American Film Critics Association. So we get to see many great films from different parts of the world too. And man, and I love film. Uh, how did you get into, well, being with the film festival, the Chicago International Film Festival, and also you become one of the programmers. Tell me about yourself a little bit.
Yeah, so I think since about 2013, I've been volunteering for festivals because I've always been interested in the process. And that later led to screening committees. And I actually volunteered for the film festival in 2016, just in the theater operations department. And yeah, I just applied to be on the screening committee, and they were like, hey, we think that you would be a good fit for being a programmer at the festival. So here I am. And yeah, this is my first year doing being a programmer for the festival and doing the Black Perspectives program. And it's really exciting. It's been a really great learning experience. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you ever acted, or have you ever been involved with films, anything like that?
I definitely have not acted, but I studied at Columbia College, cinema studies. So that was my primary focus rather than filmmaking.
Oh, Columbia there in Chicago, right?
Yes, Columbia College, Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I graduated from Northeastern Illinois University, performing arts, master's degree. So I'm very familiar with theater and film. And you go in the right way about learning about filmmaking, and not only that, getting involved through the Chicago International Film Festival. Now I see that you have another very well, I'm going to say important film. A lot of times I don't like to say that word, but this seems to be a very good film, Rustin. How did you all get that film at your film festival?
I mean, I don't know how we couldn't have it in the film festival.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that film it stars Coleman Domingo as Bayard Rustin, who was one of the civil rights activists, and he played a huge part in organizing the March on Washington. And I think Coleman is just really amazing in this film. And as far as the other stories from that period within the film, I think it's interesting to see how the march came together and all of the activists involved and all of the challenges they faced. And it's just a really beautiful film that reminds us of our history and how it connects to the present.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Coleman Domingo because he was in Mon Rainey Black Bottom, and he's
Yep.
also in The Walking Dead, one of the Walking Deads. They have many of them, but he was one of the stars in The Walking Dead. But not only that, you have the director of the film. He's one of the well, he's from the theater, but he's one of the well, he is the director of this film, George C. Wolfe. Did you get a chance to talk to him, or is he going to be at the film festival to talk about the film?
I did not get to meet him personally, and he will not be at the film festival this year. But I also want to highlight that this film screening is part of the Logan Center for the Arts at the University of Chicago, and that's where we'll be screening it, which is really exciting. They're one of our newer partners in the festival. So people who are in Hyde Park come out to see it. If you anywhere in the city, just come out and see this incredible film.
Yeah, and University of Chicago, I'm very familiar with that. That used to be one of my old neighborhoods back in the day. I just love Chicago, but I had to get away from the snow and cold. That's why I'm down here in Florida, unfortunately. But this is a good time to have the Chicago International Film Festival at this time because, you know, there's not the hawk is not going on right now. Now, another question about you as the one of the programmers for the Black Perspectives. When did they start having this separate title for the Chicago International Film Festival, Black Perspectives?
We started this initiative in 1997. And since then, we've honored so many wonderful creatives, Black filmmakers in the community, Spike Lee, Sidney Poitier, and yeah, it's just been really growing over the years. And I think it's a really awesome initiative that we have at the festival.
And how has the audience been accepting this part of the Chicago International Film Festival?
Well, I think, people just want to discover these incredible films. So I think for the films that we've had over previous years, we've had really good crowds, really good engagement, and people coming out to see these films and hear about these stories. So yeah, I think the audience is very welcoming and understanding of this program.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. That the audience they have welcomed this, and they feel that they're not forced or it's pushed in their face. That they doing it on their own to see these films, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, today is opening day for you at the 59th Chicago International Film Festival. I'm sure you also sold a lot of tickets and things like that. But the other question I have is this: when you are not working on the film festival, what else do you do?
Um, well, I
As far
think
as films
that,
and things like that.
yeah, so I think I'll continue to work with different screening committees for different festivals around the city. That's usually what I'm up to. But yeah, after this festival, I'm not sure what's next, but we shall see.
Oh, that's great. Well, Christina, well, thank you very much. I'm Al McGee with YETicket.com. Thank you for taking a moment with me. But I am so proud and so glad to talk to you about the 59th Chicago International Film Festival. You're doing a great job. And I tell you, these films for the Black perspectives are so exciting, very exciting. Almost make me want to get on the plane and get there to watch them and sit there all weekend.
Thank you so much for having me.